Hello and one and all, and welcome back to my Halloween series. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Cannot believe we're in the second half already because this is technically the third week of October, for crying out loud. Um, but this time I shall be reviewing a movie that isn't necessarily scary, but it is technically a horror movie, none of the less. Also a science fiction film, and that is The Faculty, which stars Elijah Wood. This is the same um, written film from Scream 1, 2, and 4. Uh, Kevin Williamson didn't write Scream 3, but did write also um, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and this is directed by Robert Rodriguez, who's a unique filmmaker simply because he did other genre films, likes of Alita Battle Angel and Spy Kids. So, guys, The Faculty was released in 1998. Um, this doesn't get enough recommended. This isn't as recognizable like, say, Scream or Final Destination. And yes, I am technically saying horror movies with um teenagers because this movie involves that, I'm afraid. So I'm gonna not get into too much spoilers. You know, there are a couple of aspects that are spoilery that I would like to talk about, but they'll be later on. So if you have a movie like John Carpenter's Thing or John Hughes's The Breakfast Club, you pretty much have The Faculty. The Faculty, to say the least, is one of those movies where it just feels like you have a bunch of different teenagers. You obviously get the jock, the pretty girl, um the outcast girl, yeah, the smart one, and then you of course have, well, the rebel or criminal, whatever. um you know I rented this Blu-ray one time from, well, not rented it, I mean that's an American thing anyway. I got this from CX a while ago, not very recently, but I remember I had to watch this sometime anyway. And it's a pretty good movie, I think. As I said earlier, guys, this isn't necessarily a scary movie per se, because I didn't see any jump scares in the movie. I mean, there are rarely any. But you, of course, also have Jordana Barster, if that's how you say her name, who's also known in Fast and Furious. She's like the pretty slash rebel girl in the movie. So she's sort of a combination between the love girl and the criminal, sort of combined. And honestly, I thought Jordana was pretty good in here. But I think the girl that I was interested in the most in the movie was Claire Duval, if that's how you say her name, who plays Stokely. Um, I really liked her quite a bit. She was pretty much like Ali Sheedy from The Breakfast Club, and yet if you do a comparison, then I don't blame you because I really enjoyed her in the movie. But I think Elijah Wood's character named Casey Connor, I thought was really good. You know, Elijah Wood was pretty much playing the sort of the brain character in the movie. And regards to the plot of the movie, when Casey Connor no high in high school newspaper photographer witnesses the murder of a nurse and sees her alive again, she decides to investigate uh, the bizarre happenings. As I'm reading it, that is pretty much sum up the movie for you. And And I like how different this is to some horror movies because it's a nice combination between another horror movie and a coming of age film. And this movie is probably 80% of a coming of age of a teenager movie, then 20% of it is more of a horror movie because again, it's not really a scary movie. But the two spoilers that I do want to talk about, Franka Johnson is in this movie. At some point in the movie, her head's off and there's tentacles underneath her head. You know, some practical effects look really, really good. Like, they look extremely real. Like, that is just a major problem. What with movies now these days, they just can't get good CGI now these days. And also, whenever Casey Connor and Stokely together, they're my two favorite characters in the movie easily. Um, they're going up against this big monster, and again, it looks so real. It looks so practical and just really good. And you also get other actors in here like Usher. He's also good. Laura Harris and Josh Hartnett, and also you have Robert Patrick and John Stewart. Robert Patrick, who we all know from the Terminator, it was pretty nice to see him in the movie. You know, he's a likable guy. But overall, guys, I'm not spoiling too much on The Faculty because I think The Faculty isn't recognized as a lot of horror movies, which I can understand because this isn't really a scary movie. But there are horror vibes in this movie, and I had to include it in this series, which is why I'm reviewing it. So there you go, guys. That was my review on The Faculty. Comment down below, below what you guys think of The Faculty. I don't think it's one of the best full time. I think it's pretty good. But what do you guys think? Let me know below in the comments. If you're new, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share this video, notify that bell before you leave. And as always, until my next video, I shall see you then, and peace.